is Rachel, and I'm so glad you could join me today. Are you ready? Everybody say one, one. Story time has just begun. Everybody say two, two. And shrug your shoulders and show me your shoes or your socks or your slippers. Everybody say three, three. And listen very carefully. Everybody say four, four. And have a seat on the floor. All right, you get your hands out. We're going to do a little song called Open, Shut Them. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Give a little clap, clap, clap. Open, shut them, open, shut them. Lay them in your lap, lap, lap. Creep them, creep them, creep them, creep them. Right up to your chin, chin, chin. Open wide your little mouth, but do not let them in. All right, in case you hadn't figured it out, we're doing things all about hats today. So I thought we would do one of my favorite stretches, and it's called zoom, zoom, zoom. But of course, if you're going to the moon, you have to get ready first, right? So one of the things that you need when you go to the moon is a very special hat. It's actually called a helmet. So got our helmet on. And then let's see, we need our special clothes and our special boots. All right, we're all geared up. Are you ready to go to the moon? Let's start with our hands like this. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Let's do that again. Ready? Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon. If you want to take a trip, climb aboard my rocket ship. Zoom, 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 we're going to the moon in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, blast off! Good job, you guys. You jumped really high. So, where do you usually wear a hat? On your head, right? So, let's do a little stretch that I bet you all know. Head, shoulders, knees, and toes. Are you ready? Head, shoulders, knees, and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. You can't see my toes, but I am touching them. Let's try it one more time. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, and eyes and ears and mouth and nose. Head, shoulders, knees and toes, knees and toes. That's a fun song. Let's see. I brought some felt with me, and we're going to do a little kind of guessing game poem. When I fight fires, I protect my head. What kind of hat is that? Firefighter hat is the color, what color is that? Red. Delivering mail is what I do. My mail carrier hat is the color, what color is that one? Blue. I'm a construction worker, a handy fellow. My hard hat is the color yellow. Did you know that was the name of a construction worker's hat? It's a hard hat. which makes sense, right? It's nice and hard, so it protects their head. I'm a park ranger. I help keep our parks clean. My ranger hat is the color. What color is that one? Green. Yeah, it does have a brown stripe, doesn't it? This one makes me think of Hattie. I have a rabbit in my magic hat. My top hat is the color black. That's the name of that kind of hat. Normally it would go on a head this way, right? Tall hat with a brim. We have this one upside down because there's a rabbit in it. We don't want the rabbit to fall out. I'm a chef. I cook just right. My chef's toque is the color white. That's kind of a funny name, isn't it? A toque. That's the name for this special kind of hat that chefs wear. I'm a king. My crown is old. It's a shiny shade of gold. Nice and sparkly. So, how many hats do we have? Can you help me count them? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. But guess what? Just like Hattie had some things hiding in her hat, I have a little cat, and she likes to hide behind my hats. So let's see if we can find my cat. Ready? We're going to say a little phrase. Little cat, are you under the mail carrier's hat? Let's see. No, she's not there. Where should we try next? Do you have an idea? I like it. Let's check under the chef's toque. Little cat, are you under the chef's hat? No, not there. Let's see, how about the magic hat, the top hat? Ready? Little cat, are you under the magician's hat? Are you under that top hat, cat? No, not there. How about the ranger's hat? Let's try that one next. Little cat, are you under the ranger's hat? There she is, my little cat. She was hiding under the ranger's hat. In this game, I mentioned a lot of vocabulary that might be new to your kid. Instead of just talking about hats, we talked about the hard hat and the top hat and the chef's toque. And this is a simple way to help increase your child's vocabulary, is to be more specific when you're talking about things. So instead of pointing to a cute dog, try saying, oh, what a cute Dalmatian, or whatever breed that the dog is. And that's an easy way to help your kid expand their vocabulary. And there's lots of different things that you can do this with. You could do this with species of bird. You could do this with being more specific about construction vehicles, or dinosaurs, or musical instruments. So there's lots of fun ways that you can easily increase vocabulary just by being more specific. And if you're having a hard time remembering the specific vocabulary, I'm really bad with the dinosaurs. I should be better by now. There are lots of fun books that you can check out that work on vocabulary. I really like Lois Ehlert for this. She has a book called Planting a Rainbow, which is great for types of flowers. And she also has one that is called Feathers for Lunch, which is great for types of birds. But of course, there's lots of other fun books too. All right, let's get our hats off the board and say, bye, little cat. All right, can you get your thumbs out for me? Ready? My thumbs are starting to wiggle, my thumbs are starting to wiggle, my thumbs are starting to wiggle, around and around and around. My hands are starting to wiggle, my hands are starting to wiggle, my hands are starting to wiggle, around and around and around. My arms are starting to wiggle, my arms are starting to wiggle, my arms are starting to wiggle, around and around and around. My head is starting to wiggle, my head is starting to wiggle, my head is starting to wiggle, around and around and around. My tongue is starting to wiggle, my tongue is starting to wiggle, my tongue is starting to wiggle, around. My body is starting to wiggle, my body is starting to wiggle, my body is starting to wiggle, around and around and around. That one's silly, isn't it? All right. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, clap your hands. If you're happy and you know it, nod your head, nod, nod. If you're happy and you know it, nod your head, nod, nod. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, nod your head, nod, nod. If you're happy and you know it, wave goodbye, goodbye. If you're happy and you know it, wave goodbye, goodbye. If you're happy and you know it, then your face will surely show it. If you're happy and you know it, wave goodbye, goodbye. Thank you so much for joining me for story time today. I hope you will come and check us out again sometime. Until then, you can find all sorts of fun things on our website at www.scld.org. And until then, keep on reading.